A day after a mob led by self-styled Sikh preacher Amritpal Singh targeted the Punjab police in Ajnala in Amritsar, his aide Lovepreet Singh was released from Amritsar jail. This comes after Amritpal Singh warned the Punjab government to quash the cases against him and his aide or suffer the consequences. Now, as per the February 16th FIR against Lovepreet Singh, he was booked for kidnapping, rioting, theft, criminal intimidation, as well as unlawful assembly. But today, 9 days later, the police has told the court they are dropping the charges against him, claiming there is no evidence and he should not be kept in judicial custody. So in just 24 hours after Amritpal's warning, his aide, who faces serious criminal charges, walks out a free man. In fact, beyond Lovepreet Singh, excuse me, still no action has been taken against Amritpal Singh. On this show on Thursday, we told you how top intelligence sources have told CNN News 18 that Amritpal Singh is being funded by the ISI to destabilize Punjab. Not only did he lead the violent mob that attacked the Punjab police, he openly campaigns for the establishment of a separate Khalistan state and even issued a threat against the Union Home Minister, saying he will meet the same fate as Indira Gandhi. On the other hand, when questioned about the security situation in Punjab, Punjab's ministers, instead of assuring action, say have faith in the Chief Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, the law and order situation in Punjab is extremely sensitive when it comes to national security, as it is a key border state and on the radar of Pakistani forces. The big questions remain how the Punjab government gives a free run. In fact, has the Punjab government given a free run to Khalistani radicals?
Only application is being moved to court for Lovepreet Singh because the evidence they gave us yesterday, Lovepreet was not present on the spot.
Home Minister shouldn't say like I will suppress Khalistan or Sikh movement. Home Minister should say I will suppress the drug dealers, drug lords. He will not say such things. So what I am demanding, let me work on this state. Let me work for my people. And if you interrupt my way, there will be some consequences.
हाल की सरकार ने इस प्रकार का घटनाक्रम करने वालों के आगे घुटने टेके हैं, उससे ये लगता है कि पंजाब में कानून व्यवस्था पूरी तरह से फेल हो चुकी है।
ਪਿੱਛੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲ ਸ਼ਕਤੀਆਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਢੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਮਤਲਬ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ। ਸਾਡੀ ਟੇਕ ਵਿਕਾਸ ਤੇ ਹੈ।
Joining me on the show, Maninder Singh Sirsa, BJP spokesperson, Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist, RVS Mani, former Under Secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs, Professor Akashdeep Buni is political analyst, Yashwardhan Azad, former IPS officer. Mr. Mani, I'm going to begin with you. How should we see the release of Lovepreet Singh, if not a capitulation to radical anti-social forces?
We have to get it very clear. Our priorities, whichever is the party in power, priorities have to be clear. Nothing above the nation. National security, it was an open threat brazenly carried out by Amritpal Singh and blackmail for release of Lovepreet Singh, on which normal charges have already been made in the FIR, whatever was the charge. That is the 17th February FIR. Having done that, and when you have to see in the context, number one, it's Ajnala is almost on the doorstep of Pakistan border. So it is not at any other place like this main hinterland. Number two is Punjab is under radar, on the radar of the ISI, lot of things are ISI has been pumping in a lot of drones. BSF has We have neutralized quite a few drones there. They are trying to land arms through drones. They are trying to land. So this is the infrastructure is coming through drones. Now the radicalization or this disaffection is being caused as an information war by the ISI. It's a very clear footprint of ISI. There is no doubt about it. And that is all the more reason that the state should not look weak. Now we are looking like a very weak state. Whether state government, see for the ISI, whether it is the state government or the central government, we are looking like a weak state. There is no second opinion on that.
Yes. So we
in
are
this
looking.
Context,
So you are saying essentially, saying, Mr. Mani, that it appears that the Punjab government has succumbed before this radical element, who is a new factor in the Punjab scenario.
Absolutely right. But besides that, I want to add one thing. Is Punjab government done it under pressure or under further hidden agenda? Now this throws up a big question.
Yes.
That is what is my concern. Because if it is going to be challenging the national security, nothing is compromisable. And if this type of giving in to blackmailers and all that, we should not be. We should have come with a heavy hand. And there they have refused. They have either refused or they have not used their constitutional mandate or duty.
Yes.
That is where the Punjab government has failed. There is
yes,
no
absolutely. There is no disagreement at all, sir. Continue to stay with us. Akashdeep Muni, why no action has been taken against Amritpal Singh? He led a violent mob against the police and he has campaigned and openly continues to campaign for Khalistan. What is the state government waiting for?
Maria, one thing, first of all, I totally disagree with you that the state is not strong and looking to be weak. I totally disagree with you. I'll give some facts for supporting my answer.
Yes.
First and foremost is that an FIR is registered against Amritpal Ji and an SIT has
so
been
Amritpal has become Amritpal Ji.
No. I say G to everybody. So should we stop saying G from now onwards? Can we come on to the facts? I will be putting only the facts here. No rhetoric. 138 gangs has been eliminated from Punjab. These gangs today, they did not come today. They come in BJP and Congress time.
When was BJP government? When was BJP governing Punjab?
No. Let me. 2016.
Okay, can we just, Akashdeep, you can tell me whatever. Can you just come basically on this case, facts of this case? When was the FIR registered? And an FIR which is registered on, which has very serious, sections of criminal intimidation and he's seen as someone who is involved in kidnapping, rioting, theft and unlawful assembly. 9 days later, the police says that there is no evidence. If this is not, if this is not succumbing to a riot and the mob, then what is?
Are you saying we should not believe on the courts of this country? Are you saying we should not believe on the courts of the country? The court has, given the judgment.
No, if the state government doesn't oppose it, then what is the court supposed to be doing?
Registered FIR, man, you don't know, I don't know, you know.
No, I understand what the law of the land is. Akashdeep, don't say it for the sake of saying it. You have two experts on the show. All of them are highlighting the same, that Punjab police and Punjab government is looking weak today.
Where are they from, the Punjab, the experts who have come? I am sitting in Punjab, in Jalandhar, where this happened. We are 2 kilometers from Pakistan. I know the grassroots reality.
Okay, and so you are saying Yashwardhan Azad and Mr. Mani, you do not know anything, sir. Here is someone who is sitting in Punjab. He understands everything. And let's not forget, here is Amritpal Singh who is saying clearly that if anything, he has, started an open violence which played out on the streets of Amritsar yesterday, will happen again if his supporter is not released. It was an open threat. Yashwardhan Azad, given the nature of sections against, Lovepreet, can the police get away by saying कि 9 दिन के बाद कोई evidence नहीं मिला, इसलिए release कर दीजिए? ये judicial custody का case है.
Well, it's actually a lack of total professional acumen, or it's absolutely a different view taken by the government after it buckled under the pressure of violence from Amritpal Singh. What has happened yesterday, Maria, on a larger scale is something has very dangerous portents.
Yes.
Compromising with the separatists, even at the initial stage, is the biggest flaw which can be undertaken by any government. And in the light of what we have seen in the 80s and 90s, these are the incipient stages in which you allow them to gain prominence. Now, the most important thing is if your police station is being attacked, no matter what person or who he is, it should be retaliated with full force. And this dangerous trend and precedent which has been set by this government will have very, very dangerous portents. The second thing is that obviously in this particular case, there were serious charges of abduction and beating and kidnapping and things like that. And this was, as you rightly said, this was registered 9 days back. And there was enough time to do investigation to see actually whether there was any evidence against him or not. In fact, all of them were charged. And to suddenly release him, not only an impression, it's absolutely a fact that the government buckled under pressure.
So the government buckled under pressure. Then, Mr. Sirsa, is this not a fit case for President's rule? Given the rise of such elements in a border state and the inability of the state government to act?
No, we are keeping a close watch. Definitely, Government of India, Ministry of Home Affairs is keeping close watch on the whole scenario and what the incidents are happening in Punjab. But you can very well understand that this government is an elected government with 92 MLAs, with a super majority in Punjab. You cannot just simply dismiss the government for one reason. Yes, this is one of the biggest reason and one of the biggest violence which we have seen in last so many years, when the police station is not just गिरावट but उसका कब्जा ही कर लिया गया. उसके अंदर लोग जाकर कब्जा कर कर बैठ गए हैं. पुलिस को लाठियों से डंडों से मारा पीटा जा रहा है. The worst was that police was unable to even save their own people. And this worst scenario happened and nobody is even able, now neither CM has came out and said any single line about this incident. Neither the person who's a super CM sitting here in Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, he has taken a single line on this. He has taken any. We all know what's going on in Punjab. Punjab is going towards that black days of 1980. Aam Aadmi Party is pushing Punjab towards those days.
Prevent that situation, right? I mean, because you have the government at the center, you cannot just say, you cannot just raise the alarm bells without doing something.
See, I must say you once again, there's an elected government. What best at this point of time can be given, if any kind of request, any kind of help is needed by the state government, we will definitely revert to that. And I must apprise you, when the Honorable Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann met the Honorable Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji and he requested for various paramilitary forces and the companies, he was given more than what he has asked for. So we are all there to help them out. But then again, the law and order situation and the law and order handling is totally with the state government, and state government has to act. But
why does the Chief Minister remain silent as such mobs are rampaging in the heart of Punjab?
There has been a statement made by Aam Aadmi Party MLA clearly because Honorable Guru Granth Sahib was with the protesters. That is why they were not neutralized. Otherwise, police is powerful in Punjab. I want to give some facts. BKI Rinda Group, Ash Dalla drone module, cross border smuggling module, Ludhiana court complex module, KJF module, KZF module, Mohali RPG attack, Taran attack, Sidhu Musewala attack, Sudhir Suri killing, and I can read out from a number of cases. These all has been solved by Punjab police only under the Aam Aadmi Party rule, and these has been nurtured by Bharatiya Janata Party, Shiromani Akali Dal and Congress side. They didn't come today. I want to tell to countrymen that they were, and there has been a problem. Why these all people are fishing in troubled waters? There is only one reason. The reason behind it is that they can't see the crime removed. 160 terrorists removed. 173 vehicles of terrorist ammunition caught. So As per NCRB data, this is the year that Punjab performed best in removing crime. The reason behind this all UN cry is that the crime is being coming down. And on this particular case of Amritpal, I must assure the country that action will be taken. FIR has been registered.
You know, first the question is that there is a mobilization of this nature where men are seen with swords, guns, rifles. They gherav a police station and hold the entire government to rampage. The entire government has succumbed. If anything, the release is showing certainly that. Mr. Mani, how big a red flag is this for the nation's national security, given this rising threat in a border state like Punjab?
Absolutely. I had flagged it earlier also. I am just telling it again. The criminal gangs, which are, see, basically, in many cases, generally the organized criminal gangs also graduate into a terrorist group, or they graduate into a sort of a cohorts with terrorist groups, collude with terrorist groups and all that. This is a pattern. Not now. There's been a pattern. Mr. Azad will rather corroborate with this. This is one part of the story. Having said that, lot of criminal gangs, I mean, Ashok Muni might have said that he might have neutralized their government. I am not a political person. I do not know how much, but still the Lawrence Bistoy gang and everybody is still very much have their footprints, including the Goldie Brar and all that, who are absconded from the country. That is one thing, the prevalence of criminal gang. And this coming in, brazenly saying that, what is that, Wari say Punjab, and we will have our own state, our own nation and all that, brazenly saying so. And after that, threatening the sitting home minister, that is a secondary, that could be a political overture. That even if you don't touch it. 15 or 16 policemen have been injured badly. Is it that self not constitute an offense? So there are so many things, and whatever the Punjab government goes and tells the magistrate that we do not have adequate evidence, so kindly discharge. That is the way. So don't get into this nitty-gritties of that. They were acquitted by the court. That is the biggest lie. They did not even prosecute the case properly. Lack of prosecution was the only reason it was not. It was they were acquitted. So
Yes.
Having said all, giving the balance of consideration, it is a threat to the national security. I had already hinted that the government in state government in Punjab had failed in its constitutional mandate. It was actually trying to tell.
Just hold on
yes,
to your thoughts. We are going straight to some visuals that are coming in from Delhi Civic Center. Of course, this is the Delhi Assembly where there were supposed to be elections that were to be held. And we can see these, visuals of lawmakers shaming the country again. These are MLAs who had all gathered for the election. This is the MCD house, we are being told, which has these visuals coming in. I'll try and connect with a reporter to get more details on this story. Akash is joining me on the phone line. Akash, where exactly is this happening? Is this Delhi Assembly?
So it is Civic Center, the head office of the MCD. We know about the standing committee members election that was happening, and since last few hours we were witnessing this particular drama where both the parties were claiming that they have got an edge and they have got one member winning, but as of now, once we saw that they were not accepting the mayor deciding that one vote is invalid. We have seen that this physical spat where you are seeing these visuals where in fact the women councillors are in fact hitting each other, are breaking the mics and the property of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi. As of now, we are seeing this ruckus at the Municipal Corporation House here in Civic Center, and as of now, marshals are inside. In fact, they are trying to take the situation in control, but you can see in the visuals the situation is out of control as of now. Both the councillors from both the parties, Aam Aadmi Party and BJP, have got physical, and this was in fact anticipated after the night of Wednesday when we saw a whole lot of drama. Mics were broken on that day. In fact fruits were thrown, bottles were thrown, and the similar situation is being witnessed as of now while we are seeing this particular thing. In fact, from the morning itself, this was anticipated. First, the election process was peaceful, but then after mayor decided that one vote was invalid, and soon after, the particular thought of BJP that we are not going to accept this matter because election commission has given the result. And soon after that, I saw that how May was on one hand was saying that I'm not going to say that this vote is valid since it is invalid. On the other hand, BJP said that we have won the election, and that is the reason Aam Aadmi Party is playing the game as of now. And also Maria, we are learning that some people have hit the mayor in fact, and as of now this ruckus is being witnessed in the municipal corporation of Delhi. In fact, I'll try to give you some more visuals, because I'm being told that in fact mayor was hit by some people, and women councillors, women officers who are hit, in fact they were dragged. So this is one of the shameful house proceedings that one has ever witnessed in the municipal corporation here in Delhi. And as of now, I'm bringing you these visuals where you can see this drama continues, and this drama is on standing committee election, which as per BJP they have got 3 members elected. However, Aam Aadmi Party is denying. They are saying that cross voting has happened, and they have got their 4 members elected in the house. As of now, you see police presence in the house. Also, marshals are there, and just few minutes back, in fact, I'll ask once again to the producers and all others if they can get those visuals where mayor was being hit by some people, and as of now, this full drama is getting played here in the Municipal Corporation of Delhi. Maya.
Akash, continue to be with us because we are looking at those visuals that are coming in from the Delhi MCD election, which was scheduled to take place. Polling, it was to elect 6 members of the MCD's apex decision-making standing committee, which concluded a short while ago with 242 out of 250 councillors casting their vote. This comes after newly elected Delhi Mayor Shelley Oberoi, in fact, agreed to the BJP's demand for holding fresh elections for this committee. But what has played out in the house is certainly shameful, with open slugfest that has happened, open fight playing out between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs. These are ruckus visuals that are there on your television screens, and this was amidst the counting of votes which had started to elect standing committee members of the MCD. What exactly led to this flare-up, Akash?
So, talking about the calculations, Maria, so we know that a standing committee consists of 18 members. Out of these 18 members, 12 come from zones, and 6 are elected by the House. So, for those 6 members, the election process was taking place. In fact, election process was happening. And in fact, again, Maria, if I can show you the visuals. Yes. There you see, these councillors are hitting each other. In fact, they are throwing objects on the other councillors. And talking about the calculations once again, so both the parties, in fact BJP has got 104 votes, while on the other hand Aam Aadmi Party has got 134. Going with the math, so both the parties, BJP can comfortably get 2 members and Aam Aadmi Party can get comfortably 3 members. So these are 5 members, and the whole fight was for 6th member, because it is preferential kind of voting where you have to give preferences. So it was said that one who has 35 first preference vote will be getting 1 seat reserved. It means that 2 members of the BJP and 3 of the Aam Aadmi Party were comfortably placed. However, while it is about the 6th member, Aam Aadmi Party claimed that they have got cross voting and 5 BJP members have voted in their favor. After that, one vote was left, but Mayor Shelley Oberoi announced that this 1 vote is invalid. After that, BJP did not accept it, because they said that election commission has declared this particular vote valid and we can't accept this particular decision. In fact, they said that we'll be going to court. After that, we saw a number of leaders standing up and raising slogans, and after that, this is the condition. In fact, these are the visuals where you are seeing that these councillors, in fact, the councillors are hitting each other, are throwing objects, are breaking mics, and breaking the property of the civic center as of now.
So shameful visuals now coming in. Let's listen in to some MLAs who are speaking.
महिलाओं ने, इनके पुरुषों ने हमारी महिलाओं के साथ मारपीट करी, खूब आतंक भाई है। मीनाक्षी हमारी पार्षद है नारकली से, उसके चोट आई, खून निकला उसके। मैं रवि नेगी हूँ, रवि नेगी विनोद नगर से 198 से पार्षद हूँ, पूर्व में विधायक लड़ा था।
Nikhil is now joining me on the phone line. Nikhil, this is shameful to act in which the lawmakers have turned another assembly into this condition. Just look at those visuals, clothes being torn off, and apparently one MLA has fallen ill as well. Who exactly is he? Nikhil, if you can hear me. Akash, the situation seems to be worsening there inside the assembly. What exactly is happening? We can see one MLA who has perhaps fallen ill. This was
एक पार्टी को लेकर चल रहा है। जब रिजल्ट वो डिक्लेयर कर गए तो वो क्यों नहीं बोलती? रिजल्ट बना बैठा अनाउंस नहीं करती, उसके बाद अनाउंस करती है झगड़े के लिए। क्या नाम है आपका? मेरा नाम मीनाक्षी शर्मा, अनारकली वार्ड 208 से नगर सेविका हूँ, पर उनके पार्षद ने बदतमीजी करी है, छोड़ूंगी नहीं मैं। और उनके पार्षद
कराने वाले अधिकारी है, उन्होंने क्लियर मैडम को कहा कि मैडम ये वोट वैलिड है। आप लोग भी कैमरे के माध्यम से और पूरा सदन और शायद पूरी दिल्ली, पूरा देश देख रहा होगा, लेकिन मैडम को एक ही दिमाग में माइंड सेट था। आप लोगों ने हाथापाई की है, मारपीट की है? नहीं, उनके लोगों ने भी मारापीटी की है, उनके लोग भी मंच पे चढ़े हैं, वेल पे आए हैं, उनके लोग उग्रवादी है, लगातार उनके लोग। नहीं, हम तो कह रहे हैं साहब सदन को बढ़िया चलाइए। अगर हमें सदन नहीं चलाना होता तो क्या हम डिप्टी मेयर का चुनाव होने देते? हमने शांतिपूर्वक चुनाव कराया। मैं न्यू अशोकनगर वार्ड नंबर 190 से हूँ, पार्षद हूँ, बीजेपी से काउंसलर हूँ। मैं संजीव सिंह नाम है, संजीव सिंह।
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने सिर्फ ये देख के उनको दिए गई टिकटें कि वो गुंडे हैं इस क्षेत्र के, मतलब इस प्रकार से मारेंगे क्या? निगम के अंदर इस प्रकार से मारा पीटी होगी क्या? क्या हो रहा है सर अंदर? किस बात पे इतना हड़कंप चालू है? मैडम सिर्फ एक ही बात के ऊपर, जब निगम के अंदर चुनाव अधिकारी जो इलेक्शन कमीशन से आए थे वो 6 आदमियों का रिजल्ट घोषित कर गए। हम सिर्फ इतनी डिमांड कर रहे हैं कि जो रिजल्ट वो घोषित करके गए, आप मेयर मैडम उसे घोषित करो। मेयर मैडम कह रही है नहीं जी, मैं एक वोट को इनवैलिड करके मैं अपनी मर्जी से रिजल्ट शीट घोषित करूंगी। इस तरह कैसे होगा? तो इस हाँ,
ये देखिए यहाँ खून,
काउंटिंग भी लोकतांत्रिक तरीके से चल रही थी, लेकिन जब इनको कुछ नहीं मिला, जब इन्हें लगा कि हम हार रहे हैं, तो इन्होंने
भाषा बोलती हूँ मैं न्यूज के ऊपर।
इतनी हाथ दिखा दीजिए, हाथ दिखा दीजिए, हाथ।
Nikhil is now joining us. These are the visuals that are coming in from the Delhi MCD, where ruckus started during the counting of votes to elect standing committee members as it was about to conclude. Remember, this happened when Shelley Oberoi, the new Delhi mayor, said an invalid vote cannot be called valid. I mean, Nikhil, one would say, yes, it's a valid argument. Why should an invalid vote be declared valid? So what exactly was the objection of Delhi MLAs?
Well, as far as the objection is concerned, there is this third round of commotion which is now seen inside the civic center, which is also said to be the house of the MCD, where all the 250 councillors gathered here. So the election was underway for the standing committee, for the 6-member committee, and 3 each was given on both the sides. And one was the invalid vote. This is the point of contention between both the parties. The Aam Aadmi Party continues to say that one is the vote which has been given by one of the councillors. It is clearly invalid. But on the other side, the BJP councillors and the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party Delhi unit, they are clearly saying that the election commission has already given decision in their favor. They are saying that 3 of the candidates of Aam Aadmi Party have won and 3 of the candidates of BJP have won. So this is something which is the actual result and which the Aam Aadmi Party is not taking into the consideration. But Shelley Oberoi, who is the mayor, newly elected mayor of the national capital, she is clearly saying that if they are not going for the recounting, which is being demanded by the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party inside the house, then she is going to declare the result on the basis of not taking that one invalid vote into the consideration, for which the BJP says that we will approach the honorable court if this is something which will take place. So,
while we understand that now and you have explained it very well, can you just explain to our viewers who started this slugfest? I mean, who started this kind of hatapai?
Well, as far as the chaos is concerned inside the civic center, it is very technical to point out as to who was the councillor from which party who started in the very first place. But the point is, and this is the matter which should be raised, and the entire national capital, not just the capital city, Maria, entire country is watching that these are the elected councillors.
Yes.
They won on 7th of December last year, and this is something which is happening inside. And there is huge budget for the MCD proceedings, and this is what they have stooped low into. They are clearly breaking the mics. They are hitting out each other. In fact, now we have been given to understand that Mayor Shelley Oberoi, she was also dragged by the councillors of the other party. So clearly very shameful act at the national capital. The residents who are the voters of this particular proceedings and the
a physical fight in fact happened that broke out between BJP and Aam Aadmi Party MLAs after Delhi's newly elected Mayor Shelley Oberoi said that there will not be a recounting of votes to elect 6-member standing committee. After a vote was declared invalid, this led to ruckus in the house and the BJP shouting slogans against the mayor, and then it descended to this level where marshals were called in. More reactions coming in. Let's listen.
इनके कहने से वोट इनवैलिड हो जाएगा, हम कोर्ट जाएंगे। शरद कपूर अमर कॉलोनी से, शरद कपूर अमर कॉलोनी से हम ही ने जो सुबह याचिका डाली थी हाई कोर्ट में, उसके बाद इन्होंने इलेक्शन शुरू से कराया नंबर 1 से, नहीं तो ये अपनी बात पे अड़े हुए थे, इलेक्शन ये वहीं से कंटिन्यू करेंगे। जब हम कोर्ट गए, रात को इनको नोटिस पहुंचे, तो आज सुबह इन्होंने उसको पढ़कर इलेक्शन 1 नंबर से शुरू कराया। अब ये हरकतें कर रहे हैं।
ये इंसान तो इंसान ही है। जब उनके लोग हमारी लेडीज को छेड़ते हैं, वो जेन्युइनली टच करते हैं हमें, तो सब ठीक है। बिल्कुल, आज तो अभी तो हद ही कर दी। यहाँ पर 10 आम आदमी पार्टी के पार्षद इस दरवाजे पे, हालांकि दरवाजा भी आपका इंजर्ड हुआ है, उस दरवाजे पे खड़े होकर 10 आम आदमी पार्टी के पार्षदों ने एक बीजेपी के पार्षद को लातों से, घूसों से कूट के जमीन पे लिटा के मारा। मैं नाम नहीं जानती क्योंकि मैंने शक्ल नहीं देखी, मैंने उसकी पीठ देखी, जमीन में गिरा हुआ था, उसने ब्लू कलर की वेस्ट कोट पहनी हुई थी। आम आदमी पार्टी का पार्षद होता तो वो लोग अपने पार्टी के पार्षद को ऐसे नहीं कूट रहे होते। डेफिनेटली वो बीजेपी का पार्षद था, और उसके साथ उसके ऊपर उन्होंने अपनी एक पार्षद बहन को बुला के धक्का दे दिया, और क्या कहा कि हम इसको इसलिए कूट रहे हैं क्योंकि ये इस बहन को छेड़ रहा है। इतनी घटिया मानसिकता, शर्म आनी चाहिए। हर रोज ही करते हैं। इनकी एक बॉबी नाम की पार्षदा है, उसको बोलते हैं बॉबी तैयार रही है, तेरे को उस पे धक्का देंगे, तेरे को उस पे धक्का देंगे। अरे क्या करते हैं ये लोग, इधर उधर उसको हाथ लगा के ऐसे लिटरली धक्का दे रहे हैं। उनकी महिलाएं तक कितना बाल की, ये हमेशा से महिला विरोधी मानसिकता के शिकार है। इसका जीता जागता एग्जाम्पल है इनकी दिल्ली सरकार के एक भी महिला विधायक के पास एक भी मंत्रालय नहीं है। मेयर आरोप लगा रही है कि वो आप भाई, मेयर तो कल भी आरोप लगा रही थी, पहले वोट पे उनको कह दिया था कि ये भाई जो है, ये बहन जो है और भाई जो है, ये मोबाइल लेके जा रहे हैं, रोको। और कल जब वोट सदन एडजर्न होने के बाद जो आप लोगों को मीडिया पे बाइट दी है, उसमें मेयर साहिबा ने ये कहा कि 47 वोटों के बाद बीजेपी जागी है कि फोन रोको। ये गलत है, इतना झूठ करिए।
कोई शुरू नहीं किया, वो तो आप फुटेज है सब पे। आम आदमी पार्टी के जितने भी पार्षद थे बीच में बैठे हुए हैं शांतिपूर्वक, दोनों तरफ से जो उन्होंने शोर शराबा शुरू किया है, और एक बुजुर्ग पार्षद पे इस तरीके से महिलाओं के साथ जो बदतमीजी करी है, बड़े दुर्भाग्य और शर्म की बात है। मेरा सुंदर तंवर है, मैं 158 वार्ड से निगम पार्षद हूँ। सुंदर तंवर TNWR है जी।
देखिए, ये गुंडागर्दी नहीं है तो क्या है? इलेक्शन कमीशन के अधिकारी इलेक्शन डिक्लेयर करते हैं,
और बोलते हैं कि वो जो इनवैलिड वोट जो कह रही हैं मेयर, वो वैलिड है वोट, और 3 मेयर 3 इलेक्शन जो 3 जो कैंडिडेट हैं वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जीते हैं और 3 आम आदमी पार्टी के जीते हैं। चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है। लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है, चुनाव को डिक्लेयर नहीं कर रही है, और जिस प्रकार से असंवैधानिक काम कर रहा है भारतीय जनता पार्टी उसको होने नहीं देगी। लेकिन जिस प्रकार से यहाँ पे गुंडागर्दी हुई है, मारपीट हुई है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी इसको बर्दाश्त नहीं करेगी। हम कोर्ट जाएंगे, हमें जो संवैधानिक अधिकार होगा हम उसको करेंगे। लेकिन हमारी मांग सिर्फ इतनी है, जो इलेक्शन कमीशन ने कहा है, इलेक्शन कमीशन के अधिकारियों ने कहा है कि जो रिजल्ट कहा है 3 भारतीय जनता पार्टी के और 3 आम आदमी पार्टी के, वो इलेक्शन को उसको डिक्लेयर करना पड़ेगा मेयर को।
वोट इनवैलिड करार दिए गए हैं, उसको लेकर
सवाल इनवैलिड को नहीं है। जब इलेक्शन कमीशन ने कह दिया, इलेक्शन कमीशन के अधिकारियों ने कह दिया कि वो वोट वैलिड है और 3 कैंडिडेट बीजेपी के जीतते हैं, 3 आम आदमी पार्टी के जीतते हैं और चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का हारता है, उसको क्यों नहीं मान रहे? संवैधानिक संस्थाओं को क्यों नहीं मानते अरविंद केजरीवाल, और गुंडागर्दी क्यों करते? सवाल ये है।
सदन की तस्वीरें सामने आई, उससे तो कभी शांतिपूर्ण नहीं
अब ये ओनर्स पीएससी अधिकारी के ऊपर है कि सदन को कैसे चलने देते हैं। लेकिन असंवैधानिक कार्य ना हमने कभी करने दिया था, ना हम करने देंगे।
हरीश भैया, महिला पार्षदों की तरफ बस एक सेकंड मैम,
मैं निगम पार्षद हूँ, दूसरी बार, पहले डिप्टी मेयर रह चुकी हूँ। और ये जो नगर निगम में हो रहा है, ये इन्होंने जो है बहुमत हासिल नहीं किया, बल्कि दिल्ली को पूरी गुंडागर्दी जो है इन्होंने किया। देखिए इनके कितनी चोट लगी है और महिलाओं को बुरी तरह पीटा गया है। और
मैम आपको किसने मारा और कहाँ चोट लगी?
इन्हीं के पार्षद है, कोई नुकीली चीज मारी है एकदम। मैं जब पेन हुआ तब मैं पीछे हुई एकदम से, तो उसके बाद मुझे गलत टचिंग भी की गई है। लीजिए,
कुछ आप कहना चाहेंगे?
मैं कहना चाहूंगी, मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है और आप कहेंगे न्यूज पे इतने गंदे शब्दों का इस्तेमाल हो रहा है। जानवर पैदा करे, जानवर आम आदमी पार्टी ने पार्षद नहीं रखे, जानवर रखे हैं। जब से हाउस लगा, एक भाई हाउस में ढंग से लगने दिया। और आज वो मेयर जो बनी है हमारी, वो मेयर पक्षपात करके, मेयर पूरी दिल्ली की बनी है पर वो केवल आम आदमी पार्टी की बनी है। जैसे उन्हें इंस्ट्रक्शन दी जाती है ऊपर से केजरीवाल के द्वारा या उनके बड़े आकाओं के द्वारा, ऐसे वो आगे उसको करती हैं।
आप देखिए, हम हाउस में सब बैठे हुए थे और हमें धक्का देके बाहर निकाला गया। किसके इंस्ट्रक्शन पे सब कुछ हो रहा है? आपको
शैली जी,
शैली ओबराय इस्तीफा दे, शैली ओबराय इस्तीफा दे। कुछ घंटे नहीं बीते इस लेडी को मेयर बने और इसने वो आतंक मचवा दिया दिल्ली के अंदर कि निगम नहीं बैठ पा रहा, सदन नहीं बैठ पा रहा हमारा।
वो खुद भी वैसी है ना, वो खुद भी वैसी है।
आतिशी जी लगातार जो है, लगातार
मेरे कई पार्षदों को लगी है, कई पार्षदों को चोट आई है, मुझे ही नहीं कई पार्षदों को आई है। महिला पार्षदों को हमारे साथ है, हाथापाई इस कदर बढ़ गई कि देखिए किस तरीके से। और ये किसी महिला की देन नहीं है, और ये एक पार्षद की देन है, किसी महिला पार्षद की देन नहीं है। ये जो प्लेट लगा है,
का एक अवैध घोषित होने पर अपनी रिजल्ट इनको बर्दाश्त नहीं हुआ और इन्होंने मेयर की वेल में जाकर के मारपीट शुरू की। सबसे पहले इन्होंने शुरू की, हमारा एक पार्षद बेहोश हो गया, उसको बहुत मुश्किल से पैर वैर मल के अभी उठाया गया है। और महिलाओं, ऐसा है कि हम लोग पहले भी 10 साल रहे हैं, इस तरह की मारपीट कभी नहीं होती थी। इस बार 15 साल से बीजेपी थी, इसको इस बार हारना बर्दाश्त नहीं हो रहा है और इसलिए ये इस तरह के कारनामे कर रही है। पिछली बार भी जब सदन चला था तो पूरी रात बार बार मेयर का प्रयत्न रहा कि हाउस चले, सारे रात सब ऑफिसर्स, काउंसलर सब परेशान रहे, लेकिन उन्होंने सुप्रीम कोर्ट के ऑर्डर के हिसाब से स्टैंडिंग।
Nikhil is joining me live now. Nikhil, the situation certainly is shameful. Here is a physical fight which happens, in fact, between the Aam Aadmi Party and BJP councillors. Mayor Shelley Oberoi has been pushed and shoved. This, if anything, is extremely shameful. I want to understand from you, what is the Aam Aadmi Party saying in its defense?
Well, the Aam Aadmi Party are clearly making some of the serious allegations against the leaders, against the councillors of the, Bharatiya Janata Party. They are saying that our mayor has been attacked, and in fact, there is tweet as well, which has been put out by the MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party, and who is also spokesperson of Aam Aadmi Party, Saurabh Bharadwaj, he has been clearly saying that भाजपा के पार्षदों के द्वारा मेयर शैली ओबरॉय जी पर जानलेवा हमला हुआ है. So these are some of the allegations which are coming in from the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party side. They are clearly saying that whatever chaos, whatever situation is currently there inside the civic center, it is all because of the leaders and the councillors of the Bharatiya Janata Party. But also if we go by the further updates, we have been given to understand, and Akash Sharma, who is our correspondent, he is also reporting from inside, and we have been given to understand that now the BJP councillors have started coming back, but the mayor is not available at her designated chair. So this is something which is currently underway. As of now, the situation is peaceful. But if we talk about the situation a while back, we have seen that how the mics were broken, how slapping were done by the councillors of each side, and also they were dragging women councillors as well. And amid all this,
yes,
they have been given to
absolutely.
understand
We have the
that
first caller. Nikhil, just hold on to your thoughts. We have the first caller joining me from Delhi. Rahul, please go ahead.
Hi, Maria. Good evening.
Good evening, Rahul.
Maria, this is completely ruckus and it's intolerable for any of the individuals living in Delhi.
Yes.
And this goes beyond saying that anyone who pays taxes and has to go through this, then it's shameful democracy for all of us, including you and me.
Absolutely.
So I only want to point out to BJP and AAP as well that please improve and recognize the decorum of the floor and the parliament and the MCD house, which is a temple of democracy. I would expect the leaders to understand it and literally move ahead in terms of what you think, in terms of politics and stuff, but this is completely beyond imagination for
Yes,
anyone.
absolutely. It's shameful what is playing on our television screens. Did you and I, did the Delhiites vote for this? Of course not. Kaustubh is joining me from Gurugram. Rahul, thank you so much. Kaustubh, go ahead.
Hi, good evening to everyone. I just want to tell one thing just that struck me the moment I saw these visuals, that I am feeling so out of place as a citizen looking at this. It makes me feel scared to a point that this is the situation in the capital of my country. I can't even begin to imagine what it is in the other states if there was any sort of things like this. And it's so strange that in the visuals I am not seeing the policemen standing there. They're literally just standing. They're not taking any action. I cannot believe that the NCD house has no form of security or to deal with such kind of a situation.
You know, we have seen adjournments. We have seen, we have seen situations like this happen in several assemblies, but it's only sad to see that, Aam Aadmi Party and BJP councillors exchanging blows, and they even resorted to throwing water bottles at each other, fruit and ballot boxes were thrown at each other. This is beyond imagination. I mean, there has been complete breakdown of communication. We have seen that in the past, but this kind of physical fight is absolutely unacceptable and shameful. Anil is joining me from Delhi. Yes, go ahead, Anil.
Yeah, ma'am, Dr. Mehta from Delhi.
Yes, Dr. Mehta, please.
It's really shameful to see that the capital city of Delhi, the people are cultureless. It's worse than, it's a glorified Bihar here, if I can say that. It's miserable. I mean, this carries on to the general public. That's how we see the road rage and all these incidents in Delhi. If this is how the leaders behave, I mean, we need to really regret it. That's all I can say.
Another caller from Noida, Rashi. We have opened our phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. The question that's on your television screens is the question that we wish to ask in CNN News 18. Did Delhi vote for this? Do we pay taxes for this? This kind of behavior by the lawmakers. Rashi from Noida. Rashi, go ahead.
Good evening to everybody. I am so ashamed to see these people fighting worse than people on the roadside. I think all of their memberships should be suspended, thrown out of the NCD.
हम लोग हैं यहाँ पर जिन्होंने यहाँ पर लेडीजों पे भी हमले किए हैं, लेडीजों पे भी हमले किए। चंदन झा पार्षद एक, वो सबसे पहले हरकत करके वो भागा। उन्होंने मारा, उन्होंने महिलाओं पे हमला किया, मेयर पे हमला किया उन्होंने।
भाजपा के पार्षद भी बता रहे हैं
भाजपा के
पार्षदों को मारा गया है।
भाजपा के पार्षदों ने हमारे पार्षदों को पीटा है, मेयर पे हमला किया भाजपा के पार्षदों ने। बुलाओ उसको, चंदन चौधरी को, उसको मेयर को मारा उन्होंने, मेयर पे हाथ उठाया उन्होंने, तब जाके इनकी ये झगड़ा हुआ स्टार्ट। सुरेंद्र कौशिक,
फोटो ले लो, एक फोटो ले लो, एक जी सर।
Joining us, should the membership of these councillors be suspended? Yes, that's what we are saying. Let's listen in to more voices. Hans Chaudhary from Delhi. Hans, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
You know the ruckus which is going on in the MCD house, and what I feel is the competent authority, maybe Election Commission or Supreme Court, should take suo motu cognizance and declare the total house as dissolved, and let there be fresh elections if they want peaceful thing and everything, you know. I mean, this is
MCD के हाउस में भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने अपनी गुंडागर्दी का, अपनी लफंगई का एक और प्रमाण पूरे देश के सामने रखा है। स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव चल रहा था, स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव और उसकी वोटिंग पीसफुली हुई, स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर, एक महिला मेयर पर स्टेज पर चढ़कर बुरी तरह से हमला किया। मेयर को अपनी जान बचाने के लिए शेली ओबरॉय जी, यूनिफाइड एमसीडी की दिल्ली की पहली मेयर, एक महिला, उनको अपनी जान बचाकर हाउस से भागना पड़ा। हाउस से वो बाहर गईं। हाउस के बाहर भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पार्षदों ने, पुरुष पार्षदों ने उन पर फिजिकली असॉल्ट किया, उन पर फिजिकली हमला किया। ये क्या गुंडागर्दी है भारतीय जनता पार्टी की? जब चुनाव हार गए हो तो अपनी हार को मानो। काउंटिंग के समय जब तुम्हें समझ में आ गया कि तुम एक वोट से हारने वाले हो, तो आपने मार पिटाई शुरू कर दी, आपने महिला मेयर पे हमला शुरू कर दिया। पुरुष काउंसलरों ने स्टेज पर जाकर दिल्ली की पहली महिला मेयर डॉक्टर शेली ओबरॉय पे हमला किया है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ये गुंडागर्दी देखकर पूरा देश शर्मसार है। आज पूरा देश देख रहा है कि किस तरह से भारतीय जनता पार्टी जब चुनाव हार जाती है तो पहले ठीक से इलेक्शन मेयर का नहीं होने देती है, डिप्टी मेयर का नहीं होती है, इल्लीगल तरीके से एल्डरमैन अपॉइंट करती है, उनसे इल्लीगल तरीके से वोट करवाने की कोशिश करती है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश से जाकर हम चुनाव करवाते हैं। चुनाव उनके तरीके से नहीं होता तो कल के चुनाव में बैलेट बॉक्स चोरी करके चले गए, बैलेट पेपर फाड़ दिए। आज हमने उनकी सारी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस को एक्सेप्ट करते हुए एक से चुनाव करवाया, फिर से चुनाव करवाया। मेयर ने उनकी सारी कंडीशंस एक्सेप्ट करी कि फोन भी अलाउड नहीं है। उसके बाद जब काउंटिंग में उनको समझ में आता है कि वो चुनाव हार रहे हैं, वो मेयर पे हमला कर देंगे। ये कैसी गुंडागर्दी है? क्या भारतीय जनता पार्टी जनादेश को स्वीकार नहीं कर सकती है? दिल्ली की जनता ने आम आदमी पार्टी को चुन के भेजा है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी वालों, अपनी गुंडागर्दी बंद करो, लोकतंत्र का सम्मान करो, दिल्ली की जनता के जनादेश का सम्मान करो, संविधान का सम्मान करो। ऐसी बूथ कैप्चरिंग तो 30-30 साल पहले बिहार में नहीं होती थी, जो आज पूरे देश के सामने, कैमरास के सामने, देश की राजधानी में भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पार्षद कर रहे हैं। मेरी भारतीय जनता पार्टी से हाथ जोड़ के अपील है, दिल्ली के जनता के जनादेश को स्वीकार करिए, गुंडागर्दी बंद करिए और महिला मेयर पे जो हमला करते हैं उसको बंद करिए। महिला मेयर पे जो हमला हुआ है उस पर हम पूरी कानूनी कार्यवाही करेंगे। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जो पार्षद हैं, जिन्होंने महिला मेयर पे हाउस के अंदर और हाउस के बाहर हमला किया है, उनको हम जेल भेजेंगे।
रिकाउंटिंग कैंसिल कर दी गई थी मैम, उसके बाद भी क्या लग रहा है आपको?
जब एक वोट इनवैलिड पाया गया, अगर आप एमसीडी का एक्ट देखिए, वोट को अगर किसी वोट का इनवैलिड होने का डाउट है तो प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर का डिसीजन होता है कि वो वोट वैलिड है कि इनवैलिड। मेयर ने एक वोट को इनवैलिड घोषित किया क्योंकि उस वोट पे
Atishi there telling us what really happened, and she has put the entire blame on the BJP, saying it was the BJP councillors who misbehaved and dragged the Delhi mayor, who is a woman. We have another caller joining us from Delhi. विनोद जी, आप इस तरह के जो विजुअल्स देख रहे हैं तो आपको क्या लगता है, क्या आपने इसी के लिए वोट किया था इनको?
मयूर विहार फेस 1 से बोल रहा हूँ, दिल्ली से विनोद कुमार
जी।
और CNN न्यूज 18 का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूंगा कि बहुत अच्छा टॉपिक आपने लिया है ये
जी,
और ये काफी पसंद किया जाने वाला चैनल है, इसी को हम ज्यादातर देखते भी हैं।
थैंक यू।
यहाँ पे ये एक्चुअली क्या है, बीजेपी वाले अपनी हार को पचा नहीं पा रहे हैं। यहाँ के दिल्ली के वोटर ऐसा नहीं है कि बीजेपी को वोट नहीं किया, इन्होंने पहली बार केजरीवाल को दिया है, कांग्रेस को भी दिया है, बीजेपी को भी दिया है। दिल्ली बीजेपी सबसे पहली वो थी की पार्टी जिसने यहाँ दिल्ली में राज किया, लेकिन इनको ये स्वीकार कर लेना चाहिए कि अब हम हार चुके हैं, हमारी हार हो चुकी है। इनको हजम नहीं हो रहा क्योंकि इनके पैसे डूब गए, इनका जो है अभी जो कच्चा चिट्ठा है वो खोलने सामने आ जाएगा। पूरी एमसीडी इतनी भ्रष्ट हो चुकी है, एमसीडी के अंदर इतना भ्रष्टाचार छुपा हुआ है, इतना इनका जो है सब बाहर आने वाला है। हम बीजेपी के फेवर में नहीं है ना आम आदमी के फेवर में, लेकिन एक आम आदमी की तरह से हम बता रहे हैं कि जो इन्होंने ये सोच रखा है कि हम एमसीडी में फेयर इलेक्शन नहीं होने देंगे। आरटीसी
Those are the callers calling us. As we leave you with these visuals, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.
For a 10-hour trip overnight to arrive in Kyiv the following morning. And as you said, the United States didn't control the airspace, didn't control the ground. We were entering a country at war, heading to a capital at war, a country that has been subject to routine and repeated bombardments by the Russians, and without any of the normal security capacity that would usually accompany a president. So we were heading into the unknown because this was unprecedented. The president was up much of the night, not so much worried about his safety as he was worried about making sure that he was going to maximize his time on the ground in Kyiv, that he was going to have the kind of conversations face-to-face with President Zelensky that would allow us to move forward in our support, and most importantly, that he could stand up and say to the world from right there in Kyiv, as you just heard Clarissa say, that a year ago, people were bracing for the fall of Kyiv, and a year later, Kyiv stands, Ukraine stands, and America stands with Kyiv, and there was no more powerful way to send that message than to have the American president go do that. So it was a mixture of deep anxiety, but also a kind of building pride about serving a president and being part of a country that is trying to support Ukraine in its hour of need.
How do you see this last 1 year of war, which is, I'm sure like a lot of people have seen its impact on economy, strategic, defense, and all sort of sectors across the board?
Right, you are. It's an unprovoked war, aggression against Ukraine. It was started by Russia, and now we see, unfortunately, that it's dragging on with loss of thousands of lives, devastating consequences for the whole world. It's unbelievable that in this era of peace that we are facing with a war that is so devastating for all of us across the world. That's really unbelievable. I mean, it has a direct impact on all of us, you and people living in Africa and Latin America and Asia. Everybody is impacted by this war. And I think the best solution is that Russia withdraws and then the war is over. So as long as this war is going on continuing, then you will have so many devastating consequences, impacts for all of us, and it's unbelievable. So there's only one solution to it: get back to your borders, Russia.
We would like to know this whole 1 year, how has it been for overall for Europe in terms of its geopolitics, in terms of economic impact that it has had over other countries?
Yes, thank you. As you say, we are soon going to mark a very sad anniversary, which is 1 year of this unjustified and illegal aggression from Russia against its peaceful neighbor, Ukraine. This is a major violation of international law. It's a violation of the UN Charter, and it cannot go scot-free. Otherwise, the risk is that we would see a similar pattern of behavior repeated elsewhere, including in other regions. So what we have been trying to do as European Union and beyond, with our allies within NATO, with other partners such as Japan or Australia, is to isolate the Russian leadership and to put in place sanctions, which make the leadership accountable for its actions. So we are about to approve a 10th package of sanctions. The sanctions are very broad, unprecedented, I would say, in terms of the latitude of the sectors affected.
If you could talk from the perspective of Poland, how this war has changed situation on ground for Poland, its people, its economy.
So 1 year ago, Russia invaded Ukraine. It was unprovoked and unjustified aggression against an independent country. Russia broke the international conventions, international law, and from the day one, Poland and other countries of European Union condemned this aggression with the strongest possible terms. And we have been helping Ukraine from the day one. We have a few millions refugees from Ukraine. We also send them humanitarian aid and also military help of weapons and ammunition. And we help them together with our allies to fight this Russian aggression.
How do you see this 1 year of war? I'm sure it has done a lot of damage to Ukrainian people, economy, everything. And what is the situation right now, if you could tell us?
Definitely, we are living now in a very difficult time of war. All world may be aware that war is still going on, and we, as of now, we do not see the end. It is difficult. It is difficult to understand when during the 21st century, when the all civilized world and society living their life peacefully according to the international law and following to the UN chapters, we have such kind of terrible disaster. We are getting, Ukrainian cities are getting quite a lot of damages because of every day Russian missiles striking, bombing and bombardment. Considers India the main partner in the global south. Ukraine considers India a friend. Ukraine counts on India's support. We hope so, that India will support Ukraine in the endeavor to win and to realize the principle of freedom and democracy.
The Russian invasion of Ukraine completes the grim milestone of 1 year today. In the last 1 year, the war was claimed hundreds of thousands of lives, has displaced over 10 million people, has ravaged cities and has damaged Ukraine's economy. As the conflict continues to rage on it, no end in sight, the Russian president remains unbending in his goal to denazify Ukraine. I beg your pardon, and diplomatic solution seems as implausible as ever. It has come down to Biden and Putin, who are rallying support from across the globe. Sending a powerful message yesterday, Zelensky stated that Ukraine will prevail.
Namaste, Jai Hind and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin with some pictures where you have fights going on.